Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, in our previous examples, do you have any queries? So, as I said, right, today onwards, we are going to get started with our manufacturing project. So, last complete week, right, we worked on the different best practices on the query editor. So, please try to complete it if you haven't started. Okay, it's a hands-on. Okay, very important scenarios and the functions that we discussed. Please try to complete it and try to understand the functionality. So, okay, which is important. So why it is, how can I get remember means we have to get it thorough practice, and also it will be helpful while preparing for the interviews. Okay, they will ask you on the interview parts like what are the different transformations or else M functions that you have worked at the time. These functions should be your handy functions. So you can tell like a list dot function or else table dot column function. These functions are very, very important. Okay. Let me know if you have any queries on the previous example. So any one of the tasks or else any one of the best practices, if you want me to repeat, I can do that. So everything is good. Two more best practices. Okay. And then I will start our project also parallelly. Two more good examples are there on the data transformations part. Once it is completed, right, we can get started with our project development too. Everyone, can we start or else do you have any? We discuss most of the things and we have to work on these two very important transformation, append and merge queries. See here, I have opened an Excel file. Okay, so given the name as a merge data set, assume that you have an information or else you have the table data in sheet 1 with these fields like ID, title, timing, and capacity. These fields are available. And we have another file or else a table. So in sheet 2, we have an information like ID, first name, last name, and quotes. Okay, ID, first name, last name, and quotes. And in the first sheet, sheet 1, ID, title, timing, and capacity. Now, I have a simple question. As per these two sheets, okay, sheet 1 and sheet 2, what is common? Did you find any common columns? Is there any common columns? Simple question. ID is common. Okay. Assume that, assume, just assumption. From sheet to right, I have find out, and from the sheet one also I have found out that ID column is common. I want to get the columns of, okay, new columns of from the sheet two, that is first name, last name, course. Maybe I'll just try to check whether the course is available or not. Maybe the course is nothing but a title. So I'm expecting from sheet two these two columns, okay, first name and last name. Okay. So based on the common column, that is ID column here, I want to get the new columns from the sheet 2 to sheet 1. How we are going to do that? So instead of loading two separate tables into the Power BI desktop application, okay, I'm not loading these two separate tables into the Power BI desktop. I'm just trying to merge. Okay, I'm going to join the sheet 2 data to my sheet 1 information. How we are going to perform this activity? Okay. So if you had, what is the advantage of doing this join or else a merge in the sense? Instead of loading two tables, right, it will be get available the complete information in one table, whatever it is required. Okay. And the performance optimization part, it is very easy. Okay. Whenever you are doing the data refreshes, okay, it's going to load only one table only, not two tables. Okay. Let me show you that. Okay. How it will work. I'm closing the file. As per your observation, we have sheet 1 and sheet 2. I'm going to extract it. Okay. And I'm going to combine the sheet 2 data to my sheet 1 information. How we are going to do that? Please observe. So I'm not extracting the data from get data. I'm directly navigating to the transform data. That is the suggestible or else best practices. Directly navigate to the transform data. Click on this. So from here, new source, Excel verbal format. Excel, try to provide the path. Match, open. So for any kind of a source system, this window is common. Okay, navigator window is common. So here, as discussed, sheet 1 and sheet 2. So just try to extract it both. Okay, both the tables are in both the files. Load it. See here. So what is expected from sheet 2? We have to combine the information to the sheet 1. So here I have identified the common column is ID column. Okay. Suppose if you can try to close and apply, right, both the tables will be available separately. See here, sheet 1 and sheet 2 will be get visible to you. So whenever you are doing the data, we refresh both of it, both of the tables. See this, sheet 1 and sheet 2 is available. Even from the data view, you can see the both of the information. Okay. And in the model two tables. So here our requirement is, I want to bring the first name and the last name to my first table, sheet 1 table. Okay. To get this done, to get this activity to complete it, select the sheet 1. So you are expecting the information of sheet 2 should be available on sheet 1. Select the sheet 1. On home tab, if you are observing, there is an option. See here. 1 second. Can you see there is a merge operation, merge queries? In home tab, you can see something like a merge queries, correct? Merge queries. So here the expectation is from sheet 2, we need to bring the columns to sheet 1. In that kind of a scenario, I have selected the sheet 1, select it. Directly, you can select it directly. No need to open this and try to generate a new query. Okay, I will tell you what is this. Merge queries as new, but directly you can select on the middle. Okay, merge query, select it. So it will get open a pop-up window that is the first table. Already you selected the sheet 1. It's an alert. Okay, sheet 1 information is this: ID, title, timing, and capacity. And the second table, second sheet we have to do here. Second sheet. So the common columns you have to be get selected. So see this, you have to select in this way manually. Manually, you have to select it. ID column is matching. So what is expected? So here the join condition, this is important. By default, okay, if you are trying to combine two tables, okay, by default, if you are trying to combine or match two tables, default join type is left outer join. So what is this left outer join in the sense? I want all the records from this sheet 1, all the records from this table, sheet 1, based on the common column matching records from this sheet 2. Understood? Left outer join is nothing but I want all the five records are there. I want all 5 records from my first table, sheet 1, based on the common column matching records from my second table, that is a sheet 2. That is nothing but left outer join. Like that, we have 6 type of a joins here. But very important in the certification level, maybe if you are planning for the certification, what is the default join if you are using a merge transformation, merge operation? Left outer join is the by default join type. Okay, let me open it. See here. Click on the merge queries. What is the default join you are observing? Here, left outer join. So this is the default join. Okay, that means all the records from my first table sheet 1 matching records from a second table sheet 2. Select it. Okay, select it, left outer join. I will explain later what is this right outer, full outer. Okay, we have a discussion on that as well. So by default is left outer, and totally we have 6 type of a joins. Okay, in the 2 we are not going to use it. 4 type of a joins will be most useful analysis part. Okay, please remember, okay, if somebody, I mean the interviews part, if how many types of joins that we have is, please respond 6 join types are there. Left outer, right outer is something like all the records from this table matching vice versa. Okay, previously left outer in the sense all the records from a selected table, first table matching records. Right outer means second table all records matching records from the first table. Okay, vice versa, like that only. Okay, full outer means all the records from both of the tables, sheet 1 and sheet 2. I'm just explaining quickly here itself. Matching records, maybe if you are expecting only the matching based on the ID column, then we can use inner join. Okay, it's not depends upon the extra records or else something. Based on the common column, if whatever it is matched, if you want to bring all the records, then we can make use of inner join. Okay, but by default is left outer. Okay, left outer, select okay. So whenever if you are doing a merge transformation, your table details will be expanded horizontally. See here, up to this capacity, I'm able to see the table, sheet 1. It has been expanded, okay, horizontally. A new column has been added to your sheet 1, I mean, information or else sheet 1 data set. Now from here, what you are expecting, what are the columns you are expecting? You can tell me. Which columns you are expecting to be get added to my sheet 1? Is your turn. You want all the columns? No, I want only few columns. That is the first name, last name, first name and last name I'm expecting. I don't want to add any prefix of it. Ignore, select OK. That's it. So these 2 columns will be get added to your main table. That is the sheet 1. Okay. This table is not required. Sheet 2 is not required now. Just try to disable it. Okay. Because only this information we're expecting to get loaded and available in the sheet 1. We don't want this sheet 2 information. Just try to disable the data load. Okay. We don't need to load it into the Power BI desktop. Disable it. Okay. See here the difference. This is enabled and the sheet 1 is going to available on Power BI desktop. And sheet 2, if you are observing the sheet 2 table data set, sheet 2 is a kind of italic, right? You can see the differences, right? This one is the normal word representation. This is something like an italic font. Did you observe the difference in these 2 tables only? Response please here in the chat box. See this, if you are trying to close and apply, right, only sheet 1 is going to load into the Power BI desktop. There is no sheet 2. In data view as well, you can see only sheet 1. Got it? Why you have disabled the data load means I don't want to get load this second table as my another data set or else another table. The required information from sheet 2 I have added into my sheet 1. So course is there, timing is available, capacity is there. First name, last name is not available in my sheet 1. I have bring that one from my sheet 2. Remaining all is common. Agree with that? Everyone, is that clear? This is important. Please observe. In these two, sheet 1 and sheet 2, I have identified the ID column is common, but first name and last name is not available in my sheet 1. So to get this done, I have used a transformation name called merge transformation. Merge transformation is available on the home tab part. So what it will do in the sense, as per the selection, okay, what as per the expectation, right? Whatever the new columns are else the availability of information, if you want to bring it from another tables, we can make use of merge transformation, just like a join type. See here, let me showcase here merge queries. So I have selected the sheet 1 is my primary table, first table, and from sheet 2 I need to bring from required information. So that's why by default join is enough for me. I'm using the left outer join. I want all the columns from this and matching records based on the ID column, matching data from this ID. I want from second table, that is from dataset 2, sheet 2. Okay, once I got it, the output is converted in the form of an expansion of a new column. See this is important. After performing the merge queries, right, a new column will be get added. This is the new column. So don't select directly here. Don't select it here. So you have to expand it. So we have to expand and try to select the required columns from this table information. That is the first name, last name only we are expecting. Okay, remaining columns are not required. Select it. Okay, that's what I did. So this is my information. This is the sheet one. So you have disabled the data load, right? What happened if the new record will be get added to the sheet 2? See here, you have disabled the data load for sheet 2, right? So you are showcasing me only sheet 1 data. What happened if some new record will be get added to my sheet 2? It will be automatically appended. See here. Please observe, this is important scenario. Merge data set, right? Suppose example, in sheet 2, a new record will be get added. Okay, maybe 34. Some record, okay, like example. Raju is there. Fine. One new record added, okay, backend data part. A new record is added. So how it will be get added to my primary table? See this? Just try to refresh. It's added, right? You can see the data. So here, as per the matching data only, the data will be get impacted. But ID column is I have mapped, right? Is there any common here? You have to observe this. 34 is matching on the 31. Is that available? While doing the merge activity, 34 I have added, correct? From the sheet 2. Is that available? Is that available on the sheet 1? If there is no match between these two tables, that is ID column based, you will not get that record into the sheet 1. Got it? Let me change the number. It's getting added, but the ID column is not matching. So from this sheet 2, it is not, I mean, sheet 1, the 34 is not available. So that's why you're not able to bring that information to the sheet 1. Understood? Is that clear? Let me change the number. Important scenario. Maybe we'll get a questions on this at the interview prospect as well. Let me change it to the 1. Okay, 1 is available. Close it. Just refresh internally. Is that get added to this sheet 1? New record is available if you're observing. Okay. So the data, you are not deleting this data set. It's already loaded. It's already appended to this, joined to this sheet file. Okay. You have joined the sheet 2 information to the sheet file. So you're not deleting the table. So for loading part and to improve the performance of the report refresh runtime, you have just to disable the data load. Okay. You are not loading this sheet as a separate table, separate data set. You have just to disable the data load to get it improve your performance of your report. See here, if you sir, it is available, right? Can I delete this table? No. See this, if I can start deleting this table, right? It throws an error. This query sheet 2 cannot be deleted. It has been referred by another table, that is the sheet 1. You're not able to delete it. It's already internally, it is referring on the sheet 1. You have used it here in this activity, merge queries activity. So you cannot delete it. Okay. To improve the performance of the report runtime, you just disable at the query editor part and load it onto the Power BI desktop. Okay, to see the complete information. This is the complete info. Got it? Let me refresh. You can see the new record also here. Got it? This is one very good example and also very important on the interviews part. Merge queries. Merge queries, if you are using the merge transformation, the data will be get joined horizontally. See here, a new column will be get added horizontally. Is that a horizontal or else a vertical data? Vertically, the new table has been added. Is that a horizontal or else vertical? You know the difference, right? New column has been added horizontally or else vertically. Technical name is horizontal. If you are using a merge transformation, new column after the capacity, a new column has been expanded horizontally. Agree? Yes. I will show you another one. Another very important scenario. Is that clear? Yes, no. Let me showcase one more. See here. Append dataset. Another example. This is completely different transformation. Okay. Please focus. I have two sheets, two datasets, and codes one ID, first name, last name, and codes. Location, one new column, additional column is there. Codes two, another dataset, ID, first name, last name, and codes. So now you can tell me, is this our common columns between these two tables or not? Common column headers on these two dataset or not? Except ignore this location. Other than the location, remaining all column headers are matching, right? Column headers means this one, ID, first name, last name, codes. And codes to also, ID, first name, last name, and codes. Is that matching? Column headers are common, but the data is different, okay? In codes one, I can see some different data, different numbers. And codes two, I'm observing. Some maybe the some common records are there, some common IDs are available, but something like a different information I'm able to see. So at this kind of a scenario, okay, if you have identified common column headers and the data is different, so what type of a transformations we are going to apply? Okay, data column headers are common, same. Okay, attributes are same, but the values are different here. Okay, in both of the codes 1 and codes 2, data is completely different. So in this scenario, what type of a transformations we are going to use it? And also, please focus here. I want complete codes to data should be get available underneath of this 12th records. From the 12th record onwards, it should be get available. So These are all records, right? These records I want to get available from the 12th record onwards because my column headers are same. Column headers are common between these two tables. I want to append. The technical name is append the data of course to information to my course one. That too not disturbing the order. I want to get it loaded from the 12th record onwards, 12th row from here. This is the important scenario. Please observe how append transformation will work. See this? If the common column headers, if you have identified and the data is different, then we can make use of append transformations from the Power Query editor. So how it will work in the sense, instead of loading two separate tables onto the Power BI desktop, to improve the performance, that is the main agenda for us, right? To improve the performance, to get it loaded only one table, I'm going to use a transformation name called append. At which scenario, if the column headers are same and the data is different, I can make use of append transformation. How it will work? So it will be get loaded after the 11th record. From 12th onwards, the new records will be get added from the another data set. That's what it is doing. Okay. Let me show you practical way. See here. New source. Extracting both of it. Okay. Don't extract only one. I'm not getting the second table. Extract both of the course one and course two data set. Okay. Course one and course two. So what is expected? So what you have identified initially, course one and course two, ID, first name, last name, course, and accept location column. And course two also have identified the same columns, column header, correct? Yes, no. Column headers are same. This one you have to identify, okay? Even if there is a small change, it will not work, okay? There is a gap. Last name, there is a gap. Last space name. Between the course one and course two, it will not work. Is that column headers the same or not? Response to same. There is no space as well, except I have identified location column is additional. Location column is additional. Other than that, course two, all the columns are matching. ID, first name, last name. There is no space as well. So maybe you'll get an interview part. If you have a same column header and data is different, which transformation you are going to use it to get load your table? I have to use the transformation name called append queries. Okay. See here what you are expecting. Course 2 statistics, course 2 information should be available on course 1. Select your primary table, course 1. It's up to you. Maybe you have to choose the course 2 means it's up to you. Maybe I'm choosing this time. Course 2 is my primary table. Course 1 is the secondary. Select it. Course 2 is my primary. Append queries. What you want to append? Which table you want to append? Select that required table. Course 1. See this. Course 2 is current primary table. Secondary. Okay, secondary table is the course 1. Don't select sheet 1 or sheet 2. Okay, these are completely different tables. Course 1. Select OK. Did you observe? Is the data get added or not? From the course 1 information is get added to the course 2 or not? You can observe the differences here. Before appending 21 records, after appending the data vertically, the data is joining vertically. Your data or as a values information has been expanded vertically, correct? So from 22 to new records will be get added. So these are the records. Our focus is to get added only. We are not interested on the deleting the common columns or else common records. Our focus is on to get added your table. Okay, course 1 information to the course 2. So here the data is get appended vertically. So if you are using a merge queries and append queries, technical names, merge queries join the data based on common column, one identifier, and it will be get join the data horizontally, merge queries. And if you're using an append transformation, in which scenarios, if the column headers are same and data is different, and instead of loading all the required tables, we can append it. Okay, and the append transformation will work vertically. Okay, and the data has been joined vertically here. Technical names: merge, horizontal, append queries, vertical. I hope you can remember. Now you can tell me, is this course one data is required to load into the Power BI desktop? Is this required? It's one course one table is required to load into the Power BI desktop. Is this table is required? Separately, is that required? It's impacting, right? I have to build the data model. See here, already data model has been built. Why it is required? I don't want to load course one as a separate table. It's already available here. Correct? Okay. So in that kind of a scenario, try to disable the data load. Right click, disable it. Okay. You can see the difference. Italic font. Got it? Any queries on these two examples? This is very, very important. Not it. Now I'm going to start. Is these two examples are clear to everyone, or else you want me to repeat something? Anyway, in the project level, we are going to work this scenario. It will come. While working on the project, we'll get the scenarios. These two. Course one is not available here, right? Here, it is not there. Only course two this time I have loaded. While doing the match, if you have one more sheet is available. Once you have to complete the merge activity between these two, then we have to go to the next table. Okay, that I mean selecting the multiple table option is not available on the merge queries. If you are using the append transformation, I can do that more than two tables. See here. If I'm using the append transformation, if I have I want to append more than two, I can use the advanced append transformation. If I'm using the merge transformation, I can perform at a time only with one table, merge transformation. That is important. As per the differences part, if you're using the merge queries, you can do at a time with only one table. Okay, this is the one table, selection of the second table. I cannot select more than two or three. Once this is completed, then I have to perform on the top of it with one more table, one more merge. Got it? You can speak, you can raise your hand, Srini. You can raise it digitally so that you can. Now, is that clear? Now, is that clear to you? Tell me, Srini.
Sir, in table, if you click on the space, I mean, it's middle of the table.
Which
Table is
table?
there. Table is there, like sheet two.
Okay.
Sheet two
Sheet
row.
two. Hmm.
Sorry, sheet one row.
Okay.
Table. You have created the table, right?
Where I have created? I haven't created, right?
I mean to
While
say,
doing the match here?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted
I
to
haven't created any table. I just get
convert it.
added the sheet to no, not even converter. I got this data from sheet two to this sheet one. How? By doing this merge queries, it will be get converted to a table. Okay, it's getting added to your primary table sheet one. Okay, so from here, what you want?
Here I want like click
Hmm.
on the space area, not do not expand it.
Mm-hmm.
Click on the space area, sir, on the
Where
table only.
is table? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
here which you have you have said about the horizontally you will get the data
It's
means
expanded horizontally if you are
uh,
doing the merge queries.
uh,
So from this subtable, this is a subtable, which
mm,
column you're expecting? I want this column,
mm,
not quotes, because quotes is already available with a different column header title. So
okay,
I want these two only. So what I did, I just expanded, not
okay,
extracted. Okay.
okay, I got it.
Any other queries? Tejas, wait. You are interested on project only, not on best practices. Others, do you have any queries? So shall we get started with our project? If you are okay, I will share you these data sets also with you. Please practice and get to know the advantage of using this merge queries and append queries on the very, which is very, very important for the interview prospect. Okay. Interview or else most of the real-time activities part. These two transformations are handy. Okay, useful one. I'm not saying other things are not useful. Other things are also very important. But these two are regularly usage part because we will extract more than 10, 12, or also 15 tables, right? At that kind of a scenario, we have to check these simple things like a column headers or same means instead of loading it as a separate table, we can append it. So maybe from the another table, you want to bring only few columns out of many columns, then you can use merge queries. But we have to identify some common columns. That is important. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. ID 14 from sheet 2 is missing. So I sheet 1. So what is it? Based on the common. So what is the common here? So 14 is this 14 is available in both of the sheets. So ID column is common, right? Is that 14 is available in sheet 1? Is that available? Before appending, sorry, before merging this, is that 14 is available here? You have to tell me. So 1, 2, 3 is common. So 1, 2, 3 is available. So we got the records. So 14 is not available. So that's why the record has been ignored. Got it? 14 is not available. If it is matching in the sense, then we can get the 14th record also. That's why I have showcased to you from sheet 2, the new record I have added, which is with the number 1. Okay, number 1. Previously it was 34. I hope you remember. So 1 is already available in my sheet 1. So I got this output. Okay. 1 is available couple of times. 1, 1, 1 with the different names. Okay. Murali, Varun, Rama. Just now have added this record. Okay. If it is 14 is also available on the sheet 1, it will be get added. Otherwise, it's get ignored. That's what. Only matching records will be get added. Okay. While doing the merge transformation, all the records, this is important, all the records, all 5 records from this sheet 1, matching data based on the common column. Here I have defined this. ID column is matching based on the common column ID column, matching records from my second table sheet. Okay, here the left outer join, all the records from the first table, matching data based on the ID from second table. Is that clear now to everyone? Let's get started with our project. important, please focus. I hope you received the data set, right? You got the data set? For project part, I have shared one data set. Did you receive it? Name is Power BI, this one. And it is having 700 and approximately 787 MB file. I hope everyone get downloaded. No, why? Everyone received this file or not? Last Friday itself I have shared. Just check it. Your name is there. Others, please respond. You didn't receive this file. Can you please download it if not received? You can download it, please. Received, right? That's what I remember. I have shared it. No problem. I just shared it one more time. Please download, okay? Whoever not received, or else maybe if I missed anybody, please download that file. This is important. So maybe if you are not able to download or else facing some issues with the space or else something, I have an alternative approach as well for that. Okay. Because the file size, if you are observing 787 MB, if you are facing some issues or else if there is some, I mean like a configuration or some other issues, I have another approach. Okay. Instead of using this Access DB source system, I can share you a file in the form of Excel format. Okay. So that you can prepare the report development. But Excel file, right? It will not accommodate the huge data. So the information which I'm going to share, if you are using an Excel file for the report development, you will see the minimal data, less data compared to this Access DB. The Access DB is having the full information. So maybe around 15 years of data, 15 years of data here. And Excel file, right? So I'm going to share you like 5 years of data. That is the main difference. See this? I will explain the project. So here we are going to prepare a manufacturing project. Okay. So they are providing a data sets for us like a BI underscore date, BI underscore date, business intelligence. Maybe the name is while defining the table or else creating the information, BI underscore date. So if you're observing the date format, right, 1999-0101, something is available. So the complete status fields, if you're observing from the BI underscore date, is related to the date representation, date, month number, month name, month ID, quarter, or else which year it is. So you can see the information from 1999 to, as I said, right, 15 years of data, 2015, we have the stats. So 1999 to 2015, we have the information. So from this access DB. Okay. So another table, dates they are providing, because so on which day the product has been delivered, or else maybe on which day the product has been scheduled to share, or else what is the analysis. So over the years, what is the revenue they got it, and all the information based on the date, we have to create the visualizations. And coming to the another table, BI underscore geo. Geo or else location. Simply, you can say it as a location table. So they have different factories, different manufacturing organizations. So where it is, which location it is, and where are their products are getting sold. Okay, that information is get maintained in this BI underscore location. So based on the zip code, city. So these are all like a location details, state, region, which district it is, or as a country. So it's a completely location or else in this data. Okay, this particular BI underscore geo. First table is date related information. Second table is the location information, location details. And third table, very simple table. See here. As I said, right, different factories are also manufacturing info. So these are their manufacturers. So the multiple companies are the manufacturing companies. So 1 to 14 companies and their locations, okay, and their products has been defined or else delivered. So see this, these are the different manufacturers. Abbas, Alicu, Barber, okay, Leo, Van Alster, Natura, Palm. These are the different manufacturing companies, 14 different manufacturing companies that are providing to this in this table exclusively. Another table, as it is a manufacturing based. So what type of a products they are trying to deliver. So here in this product table, BI underscore product ID they are providing. Okay, based on the product ID and their products and type of a category and which segment it belongs to. So multiple segments are there, all season, convenience, some different segments they are having, some technically, some categorical information. And their product level statistics they are providing here on this BI underscore product table. Okay, different types of products. These are all products and their category and segment. Okay, which manufacturer? If it is all season means which manufacturer? So manufacturer details also they have added in this BI underscore product. Coming to the next table, this is important. You can see the importance of this table, that is how much revenue it has been generated. Okay, revenue, how much revenue and how many units of quantity or else units that have been delivered. Okay, BI underscore sales fact, it's providing completely about the number information, number related statistics, product ID, date, zip code, units, and revenue. Okay, sales revenue. Okay, their revenue based on each and every product, or else a location based how much revenue. Okay, location based. Okay, or else a state wise how much revenue it has been generated. The complete statistics we can get it from this BI underscore sales fact. Okay. And as of now, to build this project, I'm ignoring this data set, BI underscore sentiment, last table. Okay, I'm not considering this BI underscore sentiment. I will extract the first 5 tables only. I'm not going to extract BI underscore sentiment. Sentiment table is not required. Okay, ignore it. Sentiment, you can ignore it. First 5 tables you can concentrate. Is that clear to everyone? Explanation of this, what is what, how we are going to extract, what are the tables that we are going to available in this manufacturing development. Is that clear or else any questions? Everyone get downloaded the data set first, that is important. Download the file, 700 MB file. I thought I have shared on Friday, but maybe as per my observation, I haven't shared or something like that. Just check it if I shared. Downloaded, right? Good. Don't open it. Okay, if you have the software access DB, you can able to open. If you don't have a software access DB, Microsoft access DB, you cannot open. Just double click on. So in your mission, right, first you need to have the software, MS Access, this software, Access DB. If you have this one, you can see this icon, Access DB database. If you don't have the software, you can directly open from the Power BI. Okay, just try to check from the Power BI site. If you don't have an Access DB software, how to get it open? So see this Power BI desktop. I'm opening the file, PBX file. You no need to open the file. I just explained how many tables are there. Okay, what is the importance of each and every other table? Okay, see here. Assume that you don't have an Access DB software. Go to the get data, more option. Click on the more option. This is important. Please focus. It's a database. I'm saying it as a database, right? It all itself, you can see an Access DB or another approach. Click on the database, Access DB. Okay, Access DB is a source system, open source. Click, try to provide the path of it. Okay, Microsoft source system. Path. So download it wherever you have downloaded, try to provide the path, connect to it. Okay, Power BI, Access DB is the file, open. So when you're trying to open, right, still, if you are facing an issue like OLEDB error and you are not getting the navigator window, please focus. This is important. Please listen. If you are not getting the navigator window while opening the Access DB, if you are facing an issues like OLEDB, okay, OLEDB error, database errors, you have to install a connector, third-party connector, Access DB connector. Okay, so please check it right now. Whoever facing an issue to get it, or else if you are not able to see this window, right, that means you are facing an OLEDB or else a database error. Are you able to see this window, navigator with these tables? It's good. If you are not able to see this window, you have to install a connector, Access DB connector. Just check it and let me know. One person, Sally, is facing, you are facing an issue, right? I will share you the connected details. Any others? Just check it and let me know. You are unable to connect. You are facing OLEDB. What is the error? Can you share it here in the chat? Snapshot, something like that. Okay. So if you are facing an OLEDB connector issues, I'm sharing the connector link with you, the chart, okay? Still, after installing this connector, you are still facing an issue, means I have to share the alternative approach, okay? So click on that link, web link, Microsoft Access DB 2016 redistributable, which is the connector. Download the file. Okay, click on the download. You can see two different system tabs, 64-bit and 32-bit. Try to install 64-bit. Most of the issues will be the 64-bit. It will get resolved. Try to install the 64-bit Access DB connector. Install it. Close your Power BI desktop application completely. Close it. Reopen again and try to connect this file. Use the link, download the software, exe. Okay, install this connector first, install it. Maybe if you open the Power BI desktop application, you can close it completely, reopen and try to connect. Try this one and look. What about others? Nobody is able to see this window. Nobody able to see this window, navigator window. If you have the Microsoft Access, it will work, I think. Just check it. You can able to see, right? Just respond now, please. If you are able to see means it's good. You have to see these tables from Power BI Desktop, Access DB source system. These are the required tables. We are not able to see. If not, try to install the connectors that I have shared in the chart. Install this Access DB, install it, close your Power BI desktop application. That means you are restarting the Power BI. Don't restart your complete laptop, restart the Power BI desktop application, reopen it again, connect to the Access DB. Okay. You have to import these tables. Okay. You have to select these 5 tables only. Okay. I'm ignoring the 5th table sentiment. I'm not interested to build any visualization on the sentiment table. Assume that your report development should be of these 5 tables. 5 tables. Okay. Just extract it. Okay. I'm just loading onto the transform. I'm not loading onto the Power BI desktop. You know, right? We have to navigate it to the Power Query editor. Click on the transform tab. I will stop. Okay. I will stop up to this part. I'm not going to move forward. I will stop up to this. Clear? Others, can you please respond in the chat? You are able to see this window or navigator window, or still anybody facing an issue? Let me know. If you're facing an issue, still after installing this connector, I have an alternative for you to work on Excel file. Okay, Excel. So as I said, it's a partial info. Partial information is only available. Whoever not able to connect Access DB source system, and even after installing the connector, if you are facing an issue, so here I'm not providing the data from 1999 to 2015. I'm providing an information from 2010 to 2015, 5 years of statistics. So it's the same tables. Date table is there, location table, manufacturer. These are the different manufacturers and their products and their sales statistics. So sales also I'm providing from 2010 to 2015. Why other data means? Because Excel we have some limitations. Okay, the data part. So from 2010 to 2015 information only I'm providing. Okay, I will share you this as well. Whoever not able to connect Access DB, please use it. Okay, good. Whoever able to see the file from the Access DB, it's very excellent. Whoever not able to see that, still facing an error, you can use this data set. You know how to connect to the Excel file and get extracted these 5 tables, right? You know how to get connected, right? You want me to showcase that? Tejas, you're able to connect to the Access DB or not? That one you can tell me first. You no need to open the file. First, you can tell me this. You're able to connect to the file or not? Yes, no, that's it. Respond, please. Sally, you got the what I'm saying, right? Got it right? If you're still facing an issue, and let me know what is the error you are getting. After installing the connector also, if you are facing that issue, share me the snapshot to my email ID. I will check and I will update you. Okay. Yeah, please quickly. What is the error? Others who were able to see? Good. Able to see it? Fine. Just try to load it, okay? Load it and just try to save it in the form of close and apply. Save with manufactured project, okay? That is the name you have to provide. Tomorrow, right, we will work on the data transformations, okay? On this extraction part, we have to perform some data transformations, okay? We will work on that. I didn't receive it. Please share it quickly. What is the error? Or else you can share in the snapshot also here in the chat box. Yeah, please quick wait. It's an error, OLEDB error. So you have installed the 64-bit connector. Is that possible to share your screen quickly? If you are okay, you can share. Whoever facing this issue, please raise your hand, please, in the chat, or else just raise your hand. If you're facing an issue other than Sally, whoever facing an issue, please raise your hand. Unable to share your screen. Okay, Anusha. So alternative is that one, as I said, right? You have to get connected to the Excel file. One second. Now you can share. You can share your screen. Quickly, please.
Screen is visible.
I'm able to see your screen.
Okay.
You can cancel. You can cancel. Have you installed this connector?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Close it. Can you please close the Power BI desktop again?
Yeah, sure.
Reopen it. Can you show me the Power BI.accessdb file which you have downloaded?
Yes. Just
You just stop screen share. Can you please
okay.
reshare? Can you reshare?
Yeah. This is the file I have done.
Okay. So AccessDB software itself is not available in the machine, right?
Yes, software is not available.
Okay. So you cannot able to open this also. So you install this AccessDB connector, right?
Okay.
You installed it, right? Already
Yeah,
done.
I installed it.
So can you, where it is?
This is
64-bit you installed it. Can you try with the 32-bit also? Try with the 32-bit also. I mean combination. Same link, there is a 32-bit is there.
okay.
Try that. Still, if you are facing that error, I mean, as I said, right, you can use that alternative.
This one you are saying?
I'm
32
saying 32 means other than the 64-bit,
Yeah,
below
this
there
is
is
a-
one more option is there.
yeah, one more option. This is the
Hmm.
one more option.
Yeah, one more below is there. Select it, download the software, exe file, and try to install and try one more time. Okay, close your Power BI desktop. Try to do that. Okay.
Okay.
And still, if you're still facing that, then I don't have any alternative. You can use, because your laptop having some limitations, right? You have to get it install this Access DB source
Yes.
and Microsoft software. So you have to go with that approach, Excel file approach. Okay. But you can see the data or visualizations for 5 years of data. Okay, not 15 years of information. That is the only difference between Access DB and this file. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Try and let me know. Share me the snapshot still if you are facing an issue. Okay.
Okay. Just yes. Okay. I will share you the snap if I'm facing an issue.
Yes, if you start. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fine, then we'll connect tomorrow. We'll work on the project. Still, whoever facing an issue, send me a snapshots to me. I will check if there is any other alternatives. Okay. Power BI.access DB, ACC DB, that one, not institution. It's an access DB source system. Okay, it's a database source system. As we are going to build the project, right? Manufacturing, so that's why we need the data set to be get extracted. So the alternative also I have provided to you. Please try to use the alternative approach, XLS extraction. Okay. Find them. So Sally, as I said, right, you can use the Excel file. Otherwise, if you have that Access DB, I mean Microsoft Access DB software, try to check. Got it? First, you have to get it installed that, and then this connector anyway, it will be helpful. Okay, fine then. Thanks. Still, if you have any queries, please let me know. Otherwise, we will connect tomorrow. Fine then. Thanks for joining the call. I hope please try to complete it. Okay, whatever the hands-on that we had done. So we are going to get started with project. I mean, we are going to get the real-time experiences now. So how we are going to extract it? What are the real-time way we are going to check the transformations? Okay, whatever we have performed on the best practices, we are going to implement on our current project. That is the main agenda. Okay, manufacturer, so that you will get more comfortable after working these many times. Okay, so try to complete it hands-on. We'll work on our project as well. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. Bye. Tejas, do you have any queries? You are there still? Tejas? Tell me. You can speak, Tejas. Left. No problem.